Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf gaming channel as we're continuing our campaign as Sweden in Crusader Kings 3. And I wanted to start from the main screen because this is our family. This is what we work with today. And we are going to do our best to survive past childhood. And I'm hoping that we can succeed. My biggest fear right now is over here with Ceylan and probably Sudreyar's territory. Like, they have at least a claim on our lands, and that is a bit unfortunate. I could even push a war towards him. We have 5,000 on our side, he has 6,000. We don't have enough prestige over here to push for this, but maybe later on, if we can get a chance to weaken him. How much intrigue do we have? 11, that is not great. Could we murder him? No, we need to be at least 14. So at this point, the only thing that we could realistically do is survive. We can wear at least our artifacts that will give us a bit of strength. We are first in line to inherit some territories, but it's within our border. Titles to be created, we don't have enough money. We could declare a bunch of wars. And some powerful vassals desire some positions. At this point we can't do a whole lot, just wait. Let's see if we can figure anything out. They're bringing in some raiders. Let's see if they decide to raid our land. If so, we will bring out our forces. Yeah, it seemed like they went neutral right now. Shall we go ahead and raid some of these? There's like 15 here in Finland. There's 15 gold with another 7, another 3. That's not a whole lot. 3. This is a 0, so it has already been raided. Or we could take a look in the north. It seems the lands here have been raided as well. Okay. If I was to wait, at this point we're not gaining anything by waiting. What if I go further with this? No, it's not the time to increase our army. But I believe it is time to raise some raiders. Maybe there are just a bit too many. Supply limit is too low. So let's split an army and we will send what? About 700, maybe like this 700 troops we will disband and just send these 2100. It's winter, so we're losing some supplies on that as well. I would like us to take over a territory in this region, because we could make the Yoms Viking. Learn the language, that could come in handy. Are we learning anything? No personal schemes. Let's start by learning this? Learning Finnish? Or shall we go to the south? Is there anyone who likes us? Not really. Okay. How old are we now? We are 7. With an average prowess of 12. These two counties still have low control. Have we raided this? Yes. Let's move on to the next territory. Or maybe we'll get back. Yeah, let's return home with what we've got. It's not a whole lot. Are there more valuable lands to be raided? These have already been raided. 0. Another 0. How about up north? There's a 15 region there, there's another 7 region here, 19, 15. Let's do that. Let's bring our troops over here, raise local raiders. We're back at Court Grandeur 2. Is there anything that we would like to add? So let's say that we're gaining 2 gold per month. We could be spending for a bit of a stress loss, some modest food. I believe small lodgings might be better. We have our guests stay longer. They might accept to join our schemes. And we might really need it. So let's do this. Now, we go by sea and we start raiding these territories. There's a risk we might get raided ourselves by sending our entire army away. Like over here. Is this something that we control? No. Huh, okay. Good to know. Whenever I see this bull, I'm thinking about Moldova. Up, down, over here. See? As I was saying, the bull head. How is everything going around here? Wallachia is doing well. Hungary has established. We have Moldavia. The Byzantine Empire, they are sitting quite strong. West Francia is strong. La Frangia. Italy is around. Feels like they're prospering a lot here. Jarl Ivar has replaced us as dynasty head. That is totally fine. As I am out playing under Iliana's supervision, I suddenly hear a sound. It is small and it is weak, but it is there. I look at every bush, under every rock, in every direction, and a tiny kitten is sitting under a thorny bush, all alone. It's my kitty now. We can get some intrigue and some learning. Iliana seems lonely sometimes, so we could give it to her. Or we could give it to Irsa. Who's Irsa? Our mother? No? Irsa is our friend. No, let's keep the kitty. You captured the chieftain's grandson. What should we name it? Let's call it Flame, because it has an orange fur. Good. Let's go further in here. No, that's 0 loot over there, 0 here. There's another 15 over there. Or another 15 down here. Let's do that. And if we can, he would not accept any kind of ransom. We could demand a conversion. He is calmly. We could recruit it. Is this what we want? No, let's just demand its... It changes its religion at 0 years. So if he was born in December, he has like 4 months since he was born, almost 5. And we've converted his religion. I guess we replaced his toys or something. A deep friendship. Irsa is a really good friend. Whenever we spend time together, I always enjoy myself and she understands me like no one else. Even though we are such great friends, sometimes I wonder if I do not want more from our relationship. We could get a crush on her. But she's no longer our friend. Shall we get a crush on her? No, let's keep her as a friend for now. And there we go. At this point, we're almost running out of supplies. I guess we'll do one more raiding before we move back home. Counselors, let's see. Let's increase our development over here. For you, I would like you to train our commanders, because we do have enough troops. She has been focusing on domestic affairs, that is good. Let's see, maybe we do one more, another 15 loot. Like, do they still have space? Yes, they have enough. Okay, finally we could ransom someone. His wife or betrothed, sure, for 25 gold. We do that. We have a few more prisoners here. She's great at learning, but she's not of our religion. Okay, over here she would not accept this because she is a zealot. Sure, we'll release it. I am going to demand her conversion. The thing is, with 19 learning, I think she might be good enough to spread the religion around. He was willing to pay us. Yes. Good. And that's that. Let's go back home with our money. We have one more prisoner. And she is Midas touched. A zealous, arrogant. Yeah, what do we want? Just gain a weak hook and we'll leave it at that. Disband all our troops for now. We'll let them replenish. And she really hates us. I will slowly speed it up to speed 4. Because I feel there's not a whole lot that we can do around here. He gained the trade logistician. Marshal has been increased by 1. Okay, there's a lot that we could... Could we... I am at this point learning from my mother, right? That is what I am doing. But what if we have our marshal teach us instead? Where is the counselor? Here. Offer guardianship. Offer to join war. Oh, it doesn't seem like I could do that. Maybe we need to remove our guardian and then place him in instead, but we'll leave it at that for now. 200 gold. What are we going to do with it? It would take 1,000 over here. It was 800 earlier because we did have a buff. Commander promoted. Who? 25. Sure. Sounds great. Control level. We've lost control level. My chieftain Ragnar has proved himself highly capable, especially in martial matters. There are some projects I would like to undertake. In the north, okay. With your blessing, of course. Take the reins, encourage improvements. Sure, take the reins. We've lost control over here. As I walk outside, I am greeted by the sight of my vassals, Chief Ragnar, crouching beside my cat Flame, tenderly petting his head. This is quite a lovely cat you have, my lord. You are very perceptive. Some boost. The child preacher. I watched my reserve courtier, Frodi. They were laughing at and leering at him for a while before the pushing began. Despite the mockery, he tried to keep up the lesson until the first blow landed. I'll protect you. There is a chance we become wounded, but we will be brave. And he becomes our friend. Let's all stop right now and talk about this. We remain calm. And he becomes our friend, or is this how you treat someone preaching the word of the divine? And we become zealous. I believe that brave is really good for us, yes, especially in our religion. Yeah, and people will like us because we are more virtuous in our religion by being brave. We have a few guests around. We have a lunatic. Is there anything that I could do with this guy? Is this the guy that tried to kill me? I'm not sure. By the time my champion comes to me with his plan, he seems to already have made up his mind. Serving with the Varangians in Mikkelgard will bring both wealth and glory. I cannot deny that part, but I could deny his request. On the other hand, would it be right to stop someone in the pursuit of glory? So he wants this champion right here. wants to go to the Byzantine Empire and gets the trait Varangian. The character has served in the Byzantine army as part of the Varangian Guard. At this point, we don't want like super strong characters sitting close to us, if they're not happy especially. We can lawfully imprison her, but we can't because we don't have the strength. So I don't want to start a war right now, but how close are we to declaring an actual war? We could do it for a small territory. Like, for example, I believe I could go here, right? Yeah, it is a contested title, we could receive it. And there is a space here for a special building. I almost want to take it. Hala, our grandmother. Day drinking. The drunken antics of my grandmother Hala have been subjects of court gossip before, but lately she seems to have taken them to a whole new level. Getting drunk by mid-morning, passing out in the castle courtyards, stumbling to the tavern in the afternoon, and waking up in the stables with a hangover the next day. Hala's degenerate behavior is an embarrassment to all who reside in Sigtuna. Hala can sober up in the dungeons. We imprison her. No one believed that I'll be a tyrant, but we gain some dread. All of Hala's family loses some opinion of us and loses 13 opinion of us for 30 years. A stern talking to will set her straight, but we have very low chance here. Let the others mock her. Hell, I'll laugh with them. We lose some stress, but we expand court grandeur. I am going to imprison her. That extra dread will help us. She's no longer an antiquarian. We would need someone to take her place. And we don't have a whole lot of people. Banish, gain, employ, executioner, no. It's good enough that we passed that event. And let's bring her back. Master of Horse, Master of Hunt. Hi, Almoner. Who should we bring in? Is there anyone else now who likes us? Yes, this champion right here, he's good. He's disfigured, scarred, poet. Apparently he could be great at this. Let's bring him in. And do we have a good champion that likes us? Yes, you. Shall we get either a personal champion, we could bring him in as a personal champion, or we could get a bodyguard. And maybe it's more important to get a bodyguard. And I believe that that is wise. There we go. Royal Court. Now we have one of our bodyguards. This is looking great. And we have our food taster here. Let's see. Why would you honor that knave Scully with a position at court and not me? My champion Ingaldr is livid. Apparently he had been certain that the honor would befall to him and no one else. Oh, come off it. He loses some opinion of us and we grow closer to forming a rivalry with him. You are right, you do deserve a position and we can make him our personal champion. How much does he have? He has 18 prowess. He's not the greatest, he's not bad either. But still he loses some opinion of us and he's our cupbearer. That might not be great. Surely you do jest. and make him a jester. Yeah, no. Let's just tell him to get off. A few more court grandeurs would bring us to level 3, but it would also cost some money. Monthly court grandeur might change up to 20%, may randomly become inspired. Okay. Court musician. Court poet. Royal architect, reducing construction time. My steward, Jarl Rikurf, approaches me, rage in his eyes and cat in his hand, held by the scruff of his neck, the cat. Apparently he did what? Well, he scratched the bits and was covered in piss. Okay, well, he is our steward. He's just a cat. Sure, we have some good opinion with him, so I believe it's fine like that. What else could we do over here? We need city planning for more, but we could upgrade warrior lodges, and I believe that that is probably the best choice. Then that's what we will do. Warrior lodges. Lost some prestige there, we spent it. But it's going to bring our troops count up. We're 11, very close to growing up. And finally be able to make some moves around the world. Great, we are now at court grandeur level 3. That is good. Please come to meet your peers at my court. Yes, we will accept that. Everyone is gathered in the great hall as Jarl Fredlich welcomes us all to peer meet. I think it's another party with the kids. Inspired person can be sponsored. Let's see that in a second. The daughter of Chieftain Rain and I agree that trade is an important skill for a noble to learn, and so we decide to visit the local market. We only have some pebbles for currency, but they are very shiny. So we could try this, the diplomacy challenge. We have 77% chance to make this work. Or we could set up our very own stall, which once again gives us 2 stewardship for sure, but increases our stress. And we grow closer to forming a friendship with her. Let's try this. 77% chance, we increased our stewardship one more time. Inspiration. She is inspired, and what is she? A poet, a rakish, she has a lot of traits. She wants to make lamellar armor. Okay, well... Sure. She doesn't have a whole lot of skills. It doesn't really give me that much insurance that she's going to make something great. Gift artifact, no. Grant pardon. Sure, we'll do that for once. Sig, the daughter of my vassal, Chieftain Sveher, has climbed the highest tree around and is gesturing enthusiastically for me to follow. I wouldn't be the first tree I climb. It wouldn't be the first tree I climb, but it looked like a long way up. I won't back down. 90% chance that we manage to climb and we get 1 prowess, or if we take a nasty fall, we gain wounded, but we lose stress because we're brave and rowdy, and she gets some opinion of us. Sure. +1 prowess, there we go. We're at 17 already and we are 11. Okay, the chieftain's daughter. Okay, they're fighting. And I could save her, we become friends. Yes. Returning home, goodbye everyone. We had a lot of fun. Over on this side, doesn't seem like we could directly. Huld is no longer our court tutor. Okay, I see. Unfortunately, she has passed away. And as far as learning goes, we could bring our grandmother here instead of this guy, who has a learning of 15, which is good. But if I bring her in, it's going to be even better. No more lesson. It is a bit of a blur how it all went from Ilyana failing to call on me for my lesson one morning to now sitting in a carriage bound for home. When I asked why Ilyana was not seeing me off, the murmurs around me slowly made it clear that I will not be seeing her again. It is very unfortunate we lost a great character over there. As far as learning goes, we could bring Elfir back. Or we could bring our grandmother here. Because she's still a good learner, even though she's a drunkard. Now, what's the next step that we could do? Let's stay collecting taxes. Not that button. Pet flame, this will reduce our stress, but we don't have any. And I believe that the only thing I wanted to do more is assign a tutor, right? A court physician and a tutor. Court physician, we need to look for a doctor. That is for sure. A court tutor, I guess this guy is good at it. And I do not know why we cannot. Oh, now we can click on here. And that's what we'll do there. And we have the decision to look for a physician. Start the search. Inspired person. Why can I not have you make a lamellar armor? Did it say there? Might leave our court. She will stay if given a reason such as employment as a champion or a counselor. Okay. The world is full of dangers, even to a king and his court. As per my request, my servants have inquired after recommendation. Now they have assembled a few options to choose from. He has a learning of 12. He's a renowned physician. Okay, this guy. He is in a learning of 9 and an aspiring blade master. A renowned physician, but with a learning of 12. Both of them fail to impress me right now. If I order an artifact and we say an armor, you'll not regret supporting me, my lord? Okay. He's inspired too. What do we want? Flexible chainmail. Does it say what type of armor inspiration? It doesn't really matter. Okay. So we could either get flexible chainmail, not very flashy but dependable. Dependable scale armor is what I need, offers good protection but is a bit less flexible than some alternatives. Or lamellar armor, flexible armor that offers great protection to a great price. Or I trust your judgment. Let's go flexible chainmail. We could do another mid-pierce instead of a party. My beneficiary approaches me with a thoughtful expression. Is there anyone special to you, my lord? He must read my irritation at such a personal question from my face because he continues. I mean, is there anyone you wish to dedicate your commissioned artifact to? It is turning out well, but a meaningful inscription would make it feel even more personal. Only the All-Father guides me. There is no need for a dedication at this point. Okay, so it's either we get a lot of prestige or we get a lot of devotion. Hmm. 250 or 150 prestige. I guess we would need some prestige in case we wanted to spend on a few things. We give religion later. He's making it quite quickly. Flame, the gift giver. 2 copper eyes follow me as I cross the hallway, and a small meow breaks the silence as Flame pounces from my ankle. He may be young, but he is nonetheless ferocious. As he prances away, I see he left me a gleaming gift where he had been hiding. Thank you, kind sir. And we get 2 coins. But it seems like our time is up, so this is everything that we had the opportunity to do for today. I'll be back tomorrow where hopefully we'll be an adult. We're 12 now, 2 more years and we can start making some decisions. It seems here in Ceyland the Jarl Sigurd has passed away. He's left with 4,000 troops. It's good that we took prestige. For once, I think we have the opportunity over here to take over the Kingdom of Denmark. We have more power than him right now. And up here, Sudreyar, unfortunately Jarl Ivar is still alive. But we will see if we can take care of that. Well, that is it. I wish you all to have a wonderful day.